Hello, hello. I am getting set up here. You might see my fingers in the way while I clamp my phone up on the phone clamp. It's really tricky lately. I'm using a different phone, which is a little bit wider. Welcome to my desk. This is Meri at TheMeriAtelier, and it is Friday evening, December 5th, 2025. Yeah, welcome to my desk. So tonight, I'm kind of a few minutes late. I've been sorting out. My life is sorting out. What can I say? I see some hellos out there. Let me get over onto my other phone here. I don't think my notepad is going to work for me tonight. Let me get on my other phone and so I can see who's coming in and welcome you in. Might have to turn the sound down and go to my channel and to my live stream. And if you notice my thumbnail, oh, it's Legia and Elise and Karen. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you noticed my thumbnail, I have my ornaments, my cinnamon ornaments. Let me get this notepad out of the way. Here, it's in my way. Well, it's going to be stubborn. Okay. And I might have to zoom in a little. I see I'm way zoomed out. I don't know if that's too much. I think it is. Let's go out just a titch bit. Okay, ladies, welcome in. It's good to see you. It's good, so good to see you. Let me fix my chat filter to all messages. How have you been? How have you been? I did not stream this morning. I have to tell you, I was really tired. I woke up and I said, I don't think I can do anything. Let me set my quality up to 1080. There we go. So, what I will say about these is there's salt in these, and you can see the salt. You can see the salt. I think I'll put a little less salt in them. But I did bake these. These are the ones I made the other day. And I still have dough left. This is the cinnamon ornaments. And I'm going to decorate these. And I think I'm going to make a whole set of birds, because I like my bird pattern. And then I have a gingerbread boy and a star. So we'll maybe get to that later. I want to work in my holiday art journal. What are you all up to tonight? Legia says, Friday fun time. Yeah, I have some happy mail from Dee Dee and Arlene, and I think this is Terry Lutz here. So why don't we start with that? I did find the brown paper I was looking for the other day. My brown paper. And, let's see, I don't think I want that. Put it up here, but I want these. I'm working in my December daily. I did cut out my little ornament things. We're going to open the Happy Mail first, Meri. Yeah, this is how my desk rolls. Okay. So this one, I believe this is from Terry. I'm not totally sure. And I believe it's probably a Christmas card. You guys, I have to get my printer going. My printer has been printing blue It's been printing blue. And I've got to find out why the other colors aren't printing. I've done nozzle checks, and let's get this out of the envelope here. It was a tight fit. You guys who send your cards early. I think I got one already from Vanessa. Boy, it is in here. There we go. Oh, it's pretty. Let me hold it up so you guys can see it. Isn't that a pretty card? And it's a pop-up here. That doesn't, oh yeah, it does lift up. It says, wishing you merry days, a heart that's light, family and friends, a season bright. Terry. Thank you so much, Terry. That is such a pretty, pretty card. And I'm sure it was handmade. How pretty. Thank you, Terry. I'll put that in my... This is from Dee Dee. And I think this is from a giveaway that I won on her channel. No, I won the giveaway last week. I think this was maybe from oh, whenever you donate to her, she sends you stuff. Oh, she's such a sweetie. This is from Dee Dee Willingham. And of course, the corner of the envelope is taped nice and tight. And she sent me a smiley face. I take her smiley face stickers and put them up here on my lamp. And let's see what's in here. Oh, she sent me scrapbook paper. And I was going to say, why is she sending me the cutoffs? But the cutoffs are what the scrapbook paper is. Thank you, Miss Dee Dee. That'll go in one of my journals. I'm sure this was just from something she was doing. Thank you, Dee Dee. Oh, who's in here? Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome in. Elise is here. Joyce Boring is here. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in. Vale. Hi, Vale. Welcome, welcome in. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Elise and Legia and Sylvia says, I'm painting dried roses with black gesso, after which I plan to use them on a rusty teapot. It's a Finnabar old project, aka I'm having fun. Oh, Sylvia, that sounds fun, doesn't it? And Sylvia says, everyone, happy Friday. Happy Friday. I have to laugh at Sylvia because she always says in the mornings, I'm getting my moneymaker out the door. Bayo says, I've been having migraines regularly, so I'll be watching on my TV from bed. You know, Bayo, I had kind of a migraine this evening. I was debating whether I was going to come on or not, but I missed my morning stream. So this is from Miss Arlene, and I'll have to notify her that I finally got this package. She sent it by a pirate ship, and she told me it was waiting at my mailbox. Well, it wasn't there. And so I got worried, and I said, well, do you have a tracking number? And she sent it to me, and the post office hadn't gotten it yet. So It finally came. And she said, well, it's not much, but still, I didn't want anybody to steal my Arlene package. Did I get everything out of there? Let me... I always check because I tend to leave things in there. So what did Arlene send? She sent an ATC, a little booklet type thing. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh, it says hello, and it feels like fabric. And it's bound here. Oh, isn't that sweet? Arlene usually does not come on Friday nights. She usually is a morning person. And a tag, it's got lace on it. That's pretty. And some note paper with bumblebees. Note paper. Another tag. Oh, and is this some of her diamond dot? She's been doing diamond dot. She sent me a gold crown. She's been doing diamond dot. Oh, isn't that cool? Oh, and what a nice job she's done on it. I wonder, is this sticker paper? It feels like it might be sticker paper, but I don't know enough about diamond dot to know. Yes, it is. Oh, look, it's a sticker, you guys. It comes out there. You guys probably can't see it. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's staying out. Then some rose. And one more. She drew around the edges of this tag. Oh, Arlene, thank you so much. That's so sweet. And thank you, Miss Dee Dee and Terry, for the card. You guys, you just, my heart, my heart. Thank you, guys. I've got to get busy and get some mail out myself. Yes, I do. And my mailbox is overflowing over here. I'm going to have to do something with it. All right. So one of the reasons why I was kind of late getting online was I was looking for this book, which is last year's, I'm still kind of zoomed out, aren't I? Last year's, oh, my head. December Daily. This is the one I'm following with Dee, and I just discovered this page should go this way, but when you flip it, my recipe card is upside down, so I'm going to make this one right side up, even though this is kind of pointing that way. And, yeah. And I've been working on my cookie cutter page. Let's see, this is all front matter here. Abstract patterns, I don't know where that goes to. Make a list. This is day 4, so these must be day 5. Let me put these in order. This is my day 1. Day 2 is this. Day 3 will be my cookies. And I did cut out the cookies. I drew them, and then I got into making cookies. But what we're going to do tonight is put, I have these cards, these Christmas cards down here. I'm going to cut out verses out of the backs of them and save the fronts and put them in last year's, so my last year's December Daily can finally be done. So some of these already are. So I'm going to tear the backs off here if I can. So I hope that you guys are all looking forward to a nice weekend. So I'm just going to put them aside. I'll put these here. These are already torn. 'Tis the season. May the miracle of Christmas fill your heart with warmth and love. And see, I think I can save things off of here. These cards were gifted to me, I think, by Rebecca Wills. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you noticed, Jacqueline posted that she's going to sell tomorrow. She did not sell tonight. Now, this is a card that hasn't even been opened. I'm not going to tear that apart. You know, I should count and see how many I need, but I'm just going to tear them. Now, this is too nice to tear. It's for my wife. Your love is all I need. Merry Christmas. I'm sure, well, that came from Rebecca, though. That did not come from my brother. So make use of your old Christmas cards, because I'm thinking that yeah, some of these this is going to break my heart because it's beautiful here and it's beautiful over here. Let me zoom in a little. I look at my phone and I feel like I'm so far away, but up here I look like I'm zoomed in. Hi, Teresa. Welcome in. Vale, Legia says, feel better. Sylvia says, happy Friday, everybody. Vale says she's been having migraines. I had a migraine, around 5 o'clock or so. And then my brother turned on that TV blaring loud. I had to go out in the other room. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. This year I'm doing better about keeping track of what I do during December. So I forgot, you know, I meant to journal what I was doing on these journal spots, and I have since forgot, and I don't have anything to fill in, so I'm just going to put Christmas card verses in there. It'll be less personal, but yet it will be done as a nice December daily. And I think I heard my brother talking to his son, my nephew, and I think we're going to have Christmas at their house this year. That's what I understood, but sometimes they mumble and I don't get to hear everything. This card is pretty, but I'm going to tear the backs off of all of them. I made a card journal one year. It's in one of my Christmas boxes for my December daily. I should get the December dailies that I made down here all together. I got a couple December dailies up in the storage in Wisconsin. Could not bring everything home. Whoops. To find a better place for these. That's just an envelope. Some envelopes. This one I'm going to keep out. Well, I'm going to keep, these are awfully pretty. I want one complete one for one of my journals. So I'm going to keep it out. And I'm undecided about whether to tear these up or not. Maybe I'll tear one up and leave one complete. And the other one is going to go in my other holiday journal that I'm working on this year. So that's how we'll do that. So if you see old Christmas cards, and if you have the inclination, pick them up. Because you can do stuff with them. I'm going to use them for journal spots here. This one's a pretty one. May your holiday season be merry and bright. It's got a cottage on the front of it. I think I got, no, this one, this is houses. I like the little houses. Oops, another house. Ooh, I'm going to have to turn that fan toward me. So, Legia, are you all done with the arms? What is Meri making with the arms? What arms? I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, Teresa. The arms. What do you mean, the arms? I'm lost. What is Meri making with the arms? Oh, the cards. I'm going to use the verses on the back to put in my last year's December daily because I didn't have time to, or I didn't get it done last year. Do my journaling in here. So I'm going to finish last year's December daily by putting the verses from the cards. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the fronts of these yet, but I'm sure that I'll find a use for them eventually. I just got a couple left. Yeah, that autocorrect gets me in trouble. I posted that cinnamon recipe during the chat the other morning, and I wrote cinnamon recipe, the ornament recipe, dough, D-O-U-G-H, and it changed the word dough to fought, F-O-U-G-H-T. I don't know how they got fought out of dough, but this is a pretty card. I don't think I'll tear this one apart because the journaling's right here, and there's no journaling in there. So, and these are envelopes. So I have a stack of fronts here, pretty cards. A couple that are brand new. This one and where is it? The one in the package. The one under it. These two are brand new. I don't know what all of those. This looks like a candle. I think this, and it looks like the little flame fell off of it. But it hasn't been out of the package to my knowledge. Unless somebody took it out and put it back. So, these are going back in the package. I got these cards from Rebecca Wills, and she is selling Sunday afternoon. You'll have to watch for her. She if you look on her, well, she sends out, I know that when she's selling because I'm on her email list, but she might have a link to her sale on her feed. I don't know. All right, so now I'm just going, oh, these are the envelopes. Why did I put those already down below? Let's put these in here. I might want an envelope sometime. All right, now I'm just going to go through and cut out. And I don't think I can save everything. I don't know what that is. Looks like a polar bear. This came off of the polar bear one. And I think I'll tear it because I seem to have better luck with tearing than cutting. I got the little polar bears remind us how majestic and beautiful wildlife can be. Journal spot, I guess. So I'm just going to tear some Christmas verse wishes and off of these cards. Might as well. Yeah, this is another wildlife one. This is the Wildlife Federation. Our mission is to unite all Americans to ensure wildlife can thrive in a rapidly changing world. So I'm sure these are cards that somebody got because they donated. That was a topic of our conversation at Thanksgiving. My brother's first wife had a big heart, and she would donate to all these different places. And she was always getting, and they were saying that my nephew, which was her son, is still getting her mail from places wanting to her to donate. May the melody of the season fill your home with love and harmony. I like the verses. This is only one. It says, enjoy this special time with your loved ones. Gosh, I'm going to have to turn that fan toward me. I did tat today. I think I got enough tatting done to do the bottom row of my tree, which would be 21. And Katia messaged me and with a bunch of hints. And I want to tell you guys, if you're interested in needle tatting, the Tatted Muse, let me go grab her link. She is so talented and she is so helpful. I got museum. Oh, come on. And of course I misspelled it. Where is she? The Tattoo Moose. Get all these shorts with tattoos. Am I? How come I'm not finding her? Tatting Muse. That's it. The Tatting Muse, not Tatted Muse. Let me grab a link to her channel. She is so very helpful. Let me. Now I call her Katia. Now, her name is Katia, Catia, and she pronounces her name as Katia. So I think I'm going to start calling her Katia. Let me go there. But what I like about it, if you go to her playlists, 2025 needle tatting live classes, and she numbers them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if you start with number 1, she starts at the very beginning, and she works her way through, and she teaches a lot of technique. She does not necessarily teach one big pattern, and but she'll do all these techniques that you need to learn to do nice tatting, needle tatting. She's doing needle tatting. And I was doing that icicle, and I didn't know she was watching me. She might have been watching the replay, but she messaged me and said, Meri, I have some hints for you. And boy, I'll tell you, she gave me 4 very, very helpful. Hi, Linda. Welcome in, Linda. Gave me 4 very, very useful hints. And the first 3 I've done, and I really like them. The fourth one, I haven't done it just simply because I don't want to stop and do what she told me to do. Because I got my hands full of thread and string. But the first 3 are really, really helpful. And I'm not going to tell you what they are, because I don't want to steal her thunder. She was so nice to tell me, and she's going to teach this technique of the Josephine stitch. And she told me, she said, Meri, you always call it the Jacqueline stitch. And I'm going, oh, that's because we have a Jacqueline here. And I'm going, now I'm going to start calling Jacqueline Josephine. And she's not going to like it. But she is an excellent tatting teacher. And I would tell you to go look at her playlist. Look at the 2025 classes if you're interested. She's from Canada, so she's got she speaks French and English. So sometimes she has to stop and find the English word for what she wants to say, but I'll tell you, her knowledge and her expertise is just beyond what I would expect out of a teacher. And she doesn't charge. She doesn't charge us. Hi, Allie K. Welcome in, Allie. She's teaching she used to teach on Wednesday afternoons every week, but this session she changed it to every other week. And that really, to me, I think that's helpful because it gives you time, because, you know, everybody's busy, and it gives you time to work on the technique before the next class. But she's going to teach that Josephine stitch in the next class, so I don't want to give away all her hints until she has a chance to present them in class. But 3 of them I followed that same afternoon, and my tatted icicles look so much better. Yeah, my goal is to make 100 tatted icicles. And I got a little box there where I put down how many are on each layer of this little tree. And the bottom layer has 21 branches, and I want an icicle on every branch. So I have enough to do the bottom layer. And then as you work up the layers of the tree, they get shorter. I mean, there aren't as many branches as you go up the tree. But I've got 21 icicles made. But the weekend's here, so. And I just wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't feeling good today. I slept in this morning after I posted. After I posted this morning, I went back to bed. I was just tired. I answered some comments on my channel, and then I just went back to bed. These will make good little journal spots. Oops, this one could be, I don't know if I can now or not. Get this one. Oh. Yeah. It's not going to cooperate. I'm going to have to cut it. This one has a street light. Let's see if I think I'll cut this one too, because it's got this, it's got a bench and a street light there. And I think I'll save that. Put it with my scrappy scraps that I used to. So are any of you doing a December daily? And Legia said, Meri, you should be working in your zine. I think my Burr zines are going to be BRR zines, but I'm going to I'm going to work on them next year, I believe. I knew I was going to get busy this year. That was really, and I want to get the rest of the Harrison Fisher print sent out. There were 7 sets, and I got the 7th, there are 8 sets, and I got the 7th set all ready to go, and I just can't get myself in gear to mail it, and I need to do that. Then the 8th set, I've got to get my printer up and going, but I want to get those sent out. And to tell you the truth, I was not planning on finishing that until the end of December anyway, and we kind of changed it up a little. This one was this was a leaning tree card. It's a little tough. And I tore it crooked. I'm going to cut it. So I do not think I'll do a live stream in the member group until next year. It's just too much for me with everything. And I really apologize for that, but yeah. I think I'll save this. Oops. Save this. First, and then save this. There we go. And the verse is here. And then I've got another one of these over here, corner spots. I'm getting there. This paper's layered. Some of these cards are on layered paper. So when you tear it, it's pretty to see that it's kind of messy too. And this one says, enjoy this special time with your loved ones. This is another one of these places that ask you to donate. As this holiday time and all the time, at this holiday time and all the time, wishing you every happiness. We wish you to be happy. Yes, ma'am. I think my camera can be moved back a little on my stand, but I don't want to mess with it with my phone on there. My clamp can be moved back a little. But if I mess with it now, I risk dropping that phone. And that's what I did with the other one that I like to zoom with. And the zoom is stuck at 0.5, and I haven't had time to play with it to see if I can get that zoom. And I could stream at 0.5, but I couldn't zoom in. If I try to zoom in, it will, the screen goes blank, it goes all white. So I either jarred a setting, or it fell off of the clamp onto this tabletop. And I'm thinking I jarred something in there. And I don't know if that guy could fix that or not. The guy who put in a new battery for me. The phone is, gosh, the phone has to be 3 or 4 years old. It's my oldest phone. But it's slender. You know, they've been making these phones wider. It's slender, and the clamp, it fits the clamp. But I was messing with it, and I dropped it, and yeah, otherwise it works fine. I got forward camera, works really good, but the back camera doesn't. This has got a tree on it. This is another one of those layered cards. And I'm going to leave this because it's got 2 little snowflakes. And this would make a nice notepad right there. I'm going to leave that. This might be boring to watch, but I'm going to have some journal spots after I'm done here. And we're going to put them in my 2024 December daily. And if you go back to the beginning of the stream, you'll see where I showed those cinnamon ornaments. I cooked them for about 40 minutes. And I did put a pan on top of them so that they wouldn't, I was afraid they'd curl up. And that seemed to help. But I would tell you that if you do something like that, to make sure that you have parchment paper or something over them, because one of them kind of stuck to the pan that I put over them. I think I'm going to leave that on there. I think I'll tear this off as a border. And I'll keep this, because I like that border. And I'm going to leave the picture on the same. So I haven't been out and about since Thanksgiving. Since Thanksgiving. Was last Thursday. It feels like 3 weeks. Well, it was Thanksgiving was the 27th, and today is the 5th. So, 28, 29, 30, 3 days, 8 days. It's only been a week, Meri. It feels like 3 weeks. I haven't been out and about. But we got the tree put up, and I put the lights on it. This is a little crooked here, but I think I'll leave it. And I made Rice Krispie bars today. I made Rice Krispie bars. I don't know what my brother had for supper. He made his own supper. I ate my Rice Krispie bars for supper. They fill me up. I figure, well, you know, I put walnuts and Rice Krispies in them and marshmallow. But I figure this cereal has to have a little nutrition in it, right? And I put some Ghirardelli white chocolate chips in it. That probably was not the most nutritious, but I had 2 of those for supper. That was my supper. And I've been eating a lot of apples with peanut butter. Yum. I slice my apple into round slices, and it's like a little piece of bread with peanut butter on it. It's really good. I ate all my apples though. Let's see, this one comes out. There. Only 2 left. I'll stop boring you with this project. Nice cold crisp apples. I put them in the refrigerator, my apples, my oranges. My brother doesn't put his fruit in the refrigerator. I like my fruit cold. And I got some oranges left though. I'll probably eat those up this weekend. We'll need to go grocery shopping next week. My brother is busy getting all his affairs put together. Not that he has to, he's not ill or anything, but he wants it all taken care of so that his son won't have to take care of things if something happens. And so we've been making appointments with funeral directors and attorneys and the doctor and all of that. He's been, and I have to tell him, because I was reading online where the VA will pay for a headstone. So I need to tell him that. It will probably be he wants to be cremated. And I'm going, oh, I don't know. I guess cremation, when you're gone, but I'm going to cut this one down a little. I'm just not sure I want to be cremated. You're going to burn me up? And then I was joking with him because my dad prearranged his funeral, and he prearranged for my mother too, and bought a plot with them together. Well, he bought 3 plots for some reason or another. I don't know if he thought he was getting a deal or what, but, and my other brother keeps mentioning that plot. He says, I want to be buried in that plot. And I'm going, well, you know, if you're cremated, your ashes are not going to need a 6-foot plot. And I don't think he thought of that. Because when I said it, he kind of, oh. And I don't have anything to do with the plot. My younger brother has the deed and everything to that. So, and my younger brother doesn't talk to us. He's better than we are. And he just, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. He just doesn't have anything to do with us. I told him once, I said, I wish I could be the sister you want me to be. I said, I don't know how to be that sister. And he just, well, you know. You know, I didn't wash off my desk after I did those cinnamon things. But anyway, I was teasing my older brother that I said, you don't need, if you're cremated, you don't need 6-foot plot to bury your ashes. This is really dirty. And I think he agreed, but I don't think he thought about that. And I don't know if the funeral home or the funeral home said they don't have anything to do with the plots. We have to go through the small town where my parents are buried. And I was thinking, well, if it's a 6-foot plot, maybe they can divide it up if more than one of us get cremated. If my younger brother, and I don't know the wishes of my younger brother. I don't know what his wishes are. He hasn't made it known to us. He may not have anything planned, but my older brother wants to get that all straightened out. He's been to the bank, he's been to the attorney, he's been to the doctor, we've got an appointment for the funeral home. He's getting ready to leave. And I'm sitting there praying for his soul. All I can do is pray. That's what I told the Lord. I said, I can't. Well, actually, the Lord tells me. He says, Meri, you can't change if he doesn't want to change. And God actually tells me, he says, I'm not even trying to change him. Well, you know, I'm not. God will not make you believe in him. He's a gentleman. And if you don't want anything to do with him, he's not going to force himself on you. And that's what God was reminded me of this. Because I keep telling him, I don't want my brothers to miss heaven. And I tell my brothers that too. And my older brother says, I'm not going to miss it. But sometimes I wonder, because we were coming home from Thanksgiving just this past week. And I was talking about seeing people up in heaven, seeing my Christian friends. And my older brother says, you really think you're going to see them up there? And I said, definitely. So, and he got really quiet. My older brother did. And I don't think he realizes a lot. He just doesn't. Like, the only thing he got on his brain is fish. All right, that's much cleaner. It feels cleaner. It still feels a little grainy, but I'm going to be working on those gingerbread again later. All right, let me come out and look at chat. I've been telling you all this stuff. Do these? Yes, I think they will. The Allie K, I made some ornaments a couple years ago, and every year since I made them, I get them out, and they're good. They haven't. Now these I don't know. These are flour, salt, and cinnamon, and I don't know what I put in the ones I made a couple years ago. I forgot. But I definitely don't think I used applesauce. I don't know what I used as a binder. But these work good. I mean, they're. Let me get them out here since Allie K asked about them. No, they're just behind me here. Where'd I put them? Well, maybe I'll put them to the side. Here they are. And the only thing I will say about these, if I make this dough again, I don't think I'll put a cup of salt in there, because I can see the salt. I can see the salt. Now, I don't mind too much because I am going to decorate these. This one's a little curved, not too bad, but it's got a little curve to it there. This one, I thought one of these stars was going to break off, and so I mended it back together again, and it's nice and sturdy now. And then my little gingerbread man, he's pretty good. But yes, I think these will last, unless you intentionally break them. You know, they aren't, I don't see any visible cracking as far as, you know, seeing cracks in the dough. I don't see that with these. What I see is some discoloration, and I think that's the salt in there. They smell nice. I smell cinnamon when I smell them. But I'm going to make a whole set of these birds with the rest of the dough. We'll just leave these out here while I'm chatting with you guys. Did Sherry come in? Hi, Sherry Van. You love Rice Krispie bars? I do too. They fill me up. And apples and peanut butters are yummy too. Yes, they are. Elise says, have a nice weekend, everybody. I need to go. Bye, Elise. Have a great weekend. Sherry Van says, hi, Meri, Legia. Oh, hi, Light Star. I didn't see Light Star come in. Hi, Light Star. Legia says, You do a lot. Legia said, November got so busy. I had ideas, but no time. Yeah, that's my problem, Legia. I get all these big ideas and don't have time to do everything. I have 2.5 weeks off this month. Oh, well, that's cool. So I'll catch up by March. That sounds like me. I just don't think I'm going to get another live in December. It's already the 5th. I'm going to work on getting the rest of the Harrison Fisher prints out. I am going to work on that. So we'll at least have that done. Lightstar says, I do something AI daily, scheduled and maybe extra. Yeah, you know what, Lightstar? I put in a one-word prompt. And do you know what it was? It was snowflake. And I got a message back saying, we can't do things like that. And I'm going, you can't create a snowflake? And I later put in crocheted snowflakes, and I was doing that, and I'm going, well, maybe they took snowflake. Isn't there a snowflake doing something derogatory? Somebody calling somebody a snowflake? I don't know, but I sent it off to the stream, and I'm wondering if maybe, because I read someplace that they can take away your access to that VEO3 without notification. And I'm just wondering if because I've hit a lot of things that they can't process, and I'll get those messages. We can't do that. What was the other one I thought was crazy? Something I was just asking something very simple for them to do, and they wouldn't process it. And sometimes they'll process what I put in there, my prompts that I put in there, and then when I want to do it again to see a better one, see if I can't get something better, they'll come back and say, we can't do that. I'm going, you just did, you know. So they're very experimental. But I did send that because I swiped the message and I got a screen print, and I sent it off to the help. I said, and I'm kind of worried that when you hit too many of those, we can't process it, you've asked too many times, so we're going to put you on pause. I'll get those messages. And I'm just wondering if maybe that's why they took the VEO3 away from me. And they don't tell you. If they're going to take it away, they don't tell you. And, you know, I sent it off to help, and I explained that to them. I'm waiting for an answer. I like the AI processor, but, you know, I'm guessing so much at what I'm doing. And sometimes when you're guessing, you guess wrong, you know. And if I can't do snowflake, I wish that they would say, the word snowflake is not allowed. But I did do crocheted snowflake, and it took it. It took the crochet snowflake. So somewhere in some culture, maybe the word snowflake is derogatory. I don't know. But they wouldn't do it. Let's see. Elise, she's gone now. She said, I should pick up my tatting, but right now I started to learn calligraphy. Let me tell you about that, Elise. She said goodbye, but she is one talented lady. You should see the drawings and the watercolors and the portraits that she posts on Facebook. They're just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. She is an artiste. And she's working with calligraphy. Linda's here. And this is where I dropped the link into Cadia's channel, the Tatting News. And I will tell you guys, she is good. She is an excellent teacher. So if you're interested in, and if you crochet, or even if you knit, needle tatting will be easier for you to pick up, I think, than shuttle tatting. Now, maybe not. Maybe not. It was for me. I'm struggling with the shuttle tatting, but I'm going to get there someday. I think I've caught up with chat. Elise said she was going to leave. Let me go to all messages. I'm still in top messages. All right. So what I want to do here, I don't want to work on these quite yet. What I want to do here is take some of these and just go through my book. And my book is all done, except for I don't have journal spots. Well, I don't have anything there. I should put something there. I'll come back to that page. Here, like I could find something to fit this. Something small. Smaller than this. I should sort these out by the larger. Let me sort these out. By size. Medium. That's a border. Medium, medium, long. These are corners. There's a kind of small. Most of them are medium. I might have to cut some of these, trim some of them to fit the smaller. Like I could cut these two off and have 3 out of that. It's kind of long. Here's a small one. And another small one. Medium, large, larger, large, a border. And these are, that's a tree and a, okay. So I kind of got 3 sizes here. Large, long, medium, and small, and border and prints. So, I could put something like this in here. I'll come back to it. See, I want something to fit in there. So one of these, probably. And get that one. So I'm going to use my fine art glitter glue, which needs to be filled. Don't know if I'll have enough. Might have to fill it here while I'm working. It's so far so good. It says, wishing you old-fashioned pleasures, happy memories, and every joy of the season. And this is an ornament that I made that I put really thick paint on, I guess. It was really thick, and I put gold metallic on that. All right. That was day 1, December 1. This is 2 and 3. Warm thoughts and best wishes. This one could probably take a bigger one, a medium-sized. Let me get my medium ones here. Put that down there. Some of these are too big, but if I cover up my little pine cone there, it will fit. So I'm going to use, and I think the same way over here, I could use a little bit longer one. Well, this one fits. We'll use those two. Oops. I guess I should be smearing these with my Q-tip or paint. Should be spreading this glue out a little. I did on Prime Days order some more wax seal. I ordered some wax. I wanted more red wax. I'm gonna have to get a towel out here. And I got I got a stamp, a frame one. I'm always seeing that Be Good's lettering user frames, and I like them so much. I thought that I might be able to do something with the frame for Christmas. And look, this is just tacked in here. I think I just tacked some of this in. Well, let's do it down here. Get that down there. It doesn't need to be glued all the way down. Well, it's okay. And this one, I'm going to cover the whole thing up. Because I just want to get it, I want to get it done, so it'll be done. And it's all done except for the journal spots, and I wish I would have. Now today's the 5th. I've been keeping track of my days in my writing journal. That I should start writing some journal spots out for, not the one I'm doing with Dee Dee, but the other holiday art journal that I'm doing. Now this could take a bit larger one. And this one, I think if I cut it down a little, it will fit right in there. Maybe I can trim it just a little bit more. Yeah. And that's the deer napkins that. And I don't think I'm going to put bulbs and stuff on the tree. We got the tree up, and I loaded that tree down with white lights, and it's quite pretty. It's quite pretty the way it is. I don't think it needs bulbs on it. And I don't think I'm going to bring them down this year. So I've got this in there, causing my pages to. All right, now up at the top here, I think I can, if I can find another one that I could cut down. That one might fit. It's a little big. This one is just a teeny bit too big, but let's go over here. May the melody of the season fill your home with love and harmony. That's December 5th. That was a year ago today. This one that I'm working on right now with the deer on it was December 5th of last year. Took me a year to finish this page. Now we'll go to tomorrow. This one's larger. Wishing you all the peace and joy this season has to offer. I really do wish I would have put more personal things in here, but this is not, I guess this is not one for personal stuff except for Thanksgiving. I said we went to my nephew's home for a family dinner. Thanksgiving 2024 on November 30th. November 30th? That must have been when I did it, not when Thanksgiving was. This stuff down there. Was this the one that I put glue on? Or was that another one? All right. Now there's some large ones in here, so this one. You can put that up a little. I can trim it off a little too. Put this one here. It needs an image. I might put one of those poinsettias I have off to the side here, just to fill out that spot. This says, warmest thoughts and best wishes for a wonderful holiday and a very happy new year. Let's take one of these. I can find one here. Get a hold of it. I have a larger one. A pine cone. Where'd they all go to? I know I had more than what I have in my hand. They're floating away on me. Here's my jack of spades. I'm wondering if that glue is going to hold these in. Surely it will. I kind of like him there. I'm going to leave him there. I just like that bit of color that he has. I'm going to put him in there. He's off of a playing card. I guess that's going to hold. I don't put that glue right out to the very edge, and I don't spread it out, so. Alright, this can take a larger one. And I'm going to tear this bottom off. And I should ink around these edges, but I'm not going to. May you celebrate the spirit of Christmas, which is peace, the gladness of Christmas, which is hope, and the heart of Christmas, which is love. And that's the deer that I carved last year. I carved a deer stamp. I ran across that stamp and what I did with it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put more glue in here. We might have to stop and refill my glue bottle. And this one, I don't have an image. Let's get out those cards. Let's put an image in there on the 9th. Got the bird, the wolf, no, polar bears. Oh, this one's pretty. It's almost too big. I could cut it down. How about the home? I like this one. We'll use that one. I like how colorful it is. Here I am, finishing up last year's December daily. But it just needs some journal spots and some blank spots filled in. I think my cap is clear. I think I'm out of glue here. Oh, it's got it on the back too. Yeah. I'm gonna have to stop and refill this. And I got it here. I knew I was gonna have to do it. Maybe this one will get me through the holidays. So I wish you guys a weekend of art, if that's what you have on your plate. Whatever you're doing. Are you going shopping? Are you cooking? Are you spending time at home? What's on your agenda this weekend? And just in case I get messy, I'm going to put this towel under it. Yeah. No, I think if it might be, I'll get a, there we go. I got it full to the top, that's for sure. I'm gonna just set this aside and let's put the cap back on this one. Now I'll just use my towel and wipe that up. I have that card that I need to put glue on. So I'm going to try to just take some of this out and glue this card. I'll use my fingers. There. I knew if I poked it down, it'd go down, but I wasn't sure how much. All right, let's put this in my journal. I'll come back to that. I want to get this in my journal before it dries. And set this out of my way for a minute. There we go. All done. With that, I can go back to December the 9th I'm on, and I want a verse up here at the top. Hoping your season is filled with joy. Let's see how this works. Seems to be coming out. I don't like to use that little pointy thing that comes with it. I just don't care for it. I don't care for glue in my fine line paint applicators either. It just clogs all up. All right. We can put some big ones here. I'll cover up the pine cone, but I got a house there. May beautiful moments and happy memories surround you with joy. At least I'll have journal spots in here. And I can call it done. And what we're gonna put over on this side. I could do another one over here to match it. Or we could just put a plain one in. I only got 2 big ones left. Wishes for a holiday season sealed with love and warmth. At least I'm using up. I'm using up. Using up the cards. Well, I'm knocking stuff off my desk. Let me knock over. Yeah. This I think I meant to be a flip. I'm going to leave it as a flip. Both of these. I might put something under there someday. Well, really. Guess I'll put it like that. I'm going to cover up my pine cone, but it would look weird if I put it way down below on this. And this is going to be a flip. I don't have anything under it though. I'm just going to cut this one. At least I'll have some journal spots in there. That's really all I wanted to do. Better than leaving it blank. Now, if I had developed my calligraphy skills during the Inktober, what did I get to doing? I got to doing something else. I think I was playing with AI. I was doing an AI short challenge. Fall into shorts. Now this I can just leave for now. I really don't need journal spots. We'll come back to that. And these I have little ones. I might covered up all my little ones here. Scrap. Let's see what I have. May your holiday season be bright. Doesn't quite fit there. What time is it? 9:16. I wanted to be further along than this. Star of Wonder, Star of Light. There's some wax seals. This is my tree that I did last year. My tatting and my paisley. It turned out pretty good. Looked good in this journal. I should be inking the edges, but I'm not going to fool with it. I'm not going to fool with it. I just want to get them in there. Someday I'll be looking at it and I'll say, why didn't I ink those edges? And my muse will say, you didn't feel like it. I tried to tell you. I tried. I felt like saying that to Dee Dee the other day. I participated in her giveaway, and I honestly forgot that she does not like it if you replace the numbers. And I had a duplicate number, and I deleted mine and put in another number. Dar caught it, and I didn't say anything when Dar said something about it. But I got to thinking about it. I guess you could say I got kind of guilty. I'm going to put this tree in here. It kind of fits. I think I'll put my tree up here. And I told Dee Dee, I messaged her in the chat, and I said, Dee Dee, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I forgot, and I changed my number. And I said, give it to the lady who was closer, the next closest, and Dee Dee didn't want to fool with it. And so I didn't say anything. I messaged her again, and I told her I didn't deserve it. I said, don't send it. And she said, I don't want to fool with that. And I'm going, it shouldn't be any trouble if you just don't send it. Just keep it in your stash. I didn't say that to her. I said it to me. And then I laughed. I said to myself, I tried to make it right. Dee Dee and Becky are always saying when they can't get my attention because I'm working on my art and I'm not watching what they're saying, they'll say, I tried. And I was sitting there going, I tried. She didn't want to, I understand, she doesn't want to fool with it. Personally, I'd fool with it, but I'm not running her channel. That's not my choice. And I think I'm going to put this in here. Kind of looks like a tree topper to there. I kind of like that. And I laughed afterwards. I go, I tried to tell her not to send it. And I thought, well, I'll send her a super chat. And then I thought, no, they'll think I'm trying to and get rid of my guilt feeling. And I guess I would have been. I honestly forgot that Dee Dee doesn't like it when you change your number during her giveaways. And it's just hard for them to figure it all out and everything. And You know, she has so many people playing and coming to her streams. I can understand that. I don't have that many people to worry about. I tried. Let's see. This one's kind of big. These are long. This one is but it doesn't quite fit. I might have to come back to those. I'm running out of cards. Can you believe it? All those cards I took the backs of? I'm running out of verses. Thinking of you during the holidays and wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Dee Dee said, I'm not going to fool with that, Meri. If you want it to give it to somebody else, I'll send it to you and you can give it away. Oh, all right. I think it was just, what was she giving away? It wasn't anything big and grand. I don't know what it was. And you would know when I do something stupid like that, I'd win it. Otherwise, I hardly ever win stuff in Dee Dee's streams because there's so many people. There's so many people participating that, you know, you just, if you win, you are truly lucky. And I guess the way to win is to do something you shouldn't do. Oh, Dee Dee is a good sport. She's my inspiration. I think I'm way behind in chat. Sylvia, bless your heart, Sylvia. Thank you so much. Sylvia had to go. Bless her heart. I'm going to have to message her and thank her for the super chats she's been leaving me. Here, I can put another card in here, and I've got a little snowflake. Let's put that up in the corner of one of these. If I do it in the corner where I put all my numbers, so maybe on that one. Put it here. Let's see if it will stay. Looks like it was made out of tissue paper. Or Play-Doh. I'm not sure what I used. But it won't hurt it to be there. I tried, Dee Dee. I tried to make it right. Alright, I'm right here where I want to put another card in here. Got a snowman on the other side. I could fussy cut those out. I could do this and trim it off. It says hill. I don't know why it says hill. This one's smaller. This one says joy. Did I put my Madonna and Child? I don't think I've used the Madonna and Child yet. I'm gonna do the Madonna here, I think. These others are too big. I'll say that. Might work in another page. I'm using up these cards. Yes, I am. Bless Sylvia's heart. Yes, Meri, I've learned so much from you. You're amazing. Oh, you guys, you just say such good things to encourage me. I got the washi, the Nutcracker washi tape down there. If I trim this just a little here, I think I can save my nutcrackers. Of course, you need to trim it straight. We're going to put that in there. Thanks be to God for his indescribable gift. I've been reading the Christmas story in my morning devotions. Just, you know, how reading the Christmas story this season started in Luke 1. It's all about... Luke 1 is all about Zacharias and Elizabeth and John the Baptist. And Elizabeth was advanced in years. She was barren. And the angel Gabriel came to Zacharias while he was serving in the temple. I'm just telling you the Bible story. I'm not preaching at you. Not saying you got to believe it. I believe it, but that's up to you. But anyway, I'm just sharing what I read. And I'm going to put a little glue on this. And maybe off of my stick here. And angel came to him and told him, "You're going to have a son." I got to decide what I want to do on these two. And he must have not have believed it, because he said, how will I know all of this stuff? Now here's another big... You know, I can cut that Merry Christmas out and still have this. So I've been reading the Christmas story in my morning devotions. Yeah, I like this. Now I need another one for over here. I don't think I saved another one out. I'm going to have to find another one. Oh, I hate it when they... I'm going to glue it down now. Maybe someday somebody will take this journal apart and say, "Oh, look, there's an image on the back, too." I doubt that they would get this off, though, because this is that fine art glitter glue. And it sticks pretty darn good. I mean, pretty good. Now I'm going to fold it this way and press on it. once this book gets a lot of books on top of it, all of this will press down. Now I have the, where's the top to that card? It was here a minute ago. To not this, but this. We got the Merry Christmas here. That might fit on another page. We need a verse. Wishing you special gifts of this season, peace, joy, and happiness. And this paper, I think, came from Aaron in the Adirondacks. I'm learning how to pronounce that word, Adirondacks. I think she had a sale here recently. She sold at the pajama party, and I bought some things from her. Should be coming pretty soon. Not a whole lot, but I like Erin's work. She does a good job. I bought some things from her. And Lindy and Sean haven't billed me yet. I bought a few things. I had to back out of one, so I got a dentist bill to pay, but I think I got a few little things coming from them. And Rebecca is selling Jacqueline is selling tomorrow afternoon. She posted on Instagram, I think. May beautiful moments and happy memories surround you with joy. I don't know. Let's put a poinsettia up here. I also have a pine cone. I got more here. I don't know where they ran off to. Might be up above. Hold on. Yeah, here they are. I knew I had some larger ones. This one's almost too large, I think, but I kind of like it there. I think I'll do that. Let's put this one on first, right about there. I guess I'm going to spend all evening doing this. I wanted to work on my cinnamon, but it's already 9:33. I'm only going till 10. I guess this just takes longer than I anticipated. And I won't be back till Sunday evening. We'll work on... I wanted to do my recipe page. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be so slow with stuff. I'm gonna be so behind. I'm gonna tack this weekend though. I'm gonna finish my icicles. I didn't show you my icicles. I'll show those to you before I leave. I got enough of them to fill the bottom row. Now I like that. That's a pretty colorful page, 28 and 29. This one doesn't need anything. This is journaled. I put clock hands in here. I like those, 30 and 31. Now we come into the new year. This doesn't need too much. Maybe we'll put the wreath here. What should we put in it? We really don't need much in it. No, I don't know. Thought I had a bow. Here's a bow. Well, there's a bow there. That's too much. No. Let's just put that there. That's January 2nd. So we're getting there. I only go till the Epiphany, which is January 6th. I'll just put this down in here. Well, that's down. Have a sparkling New Year. I don't have anything on here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I got some extra pages here that I didn't do anything. I'm just going to leave them. And then this was my Christmas card. So, I'm glad I did go back in and put journal spots in there, though. Let's get out my cards again. I'm thinking that one with the house might go good if I can find it. Let's keep birds out and the joy. This one might be good, go good in here. I might have to trim it down a little. Probably have to trim it in there. And then we'll put a verse up there. So that one's going there. I'm going to drop these. All right, that one's going there. This was, Lucia sent me this pumpkin. Big old pumpkin at Thanksgiving. Here. This page is done. This is done. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. These are napkins. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I need something here. This is a Tim Holtz card. I don't like it there. Let's go back to my poinsettias. We'll put that there. And where's that wreath? This is a crown. No, it's sunflower. It looks like a crown, but I think it's a basket of sunflowers. I called it a crown. I think it's a basket of sunflowers now that I look at it. Looks like a crown, doesn't it? I think it's a basket of sunflowers. Diamond dot that Arlene sent me. Beautiful. I'm going to put this wreath here, but I need something for inside of it. This is going to go in my other holiday journal. It's a transparent page. I'm looking for something to put in there. I don't know. You know, the back of one of those cards, I could just put a little flower in there like that. Let's glue that on there. I don't want to spend all night making decisions. How do I have it? Like this. Put that there. At least I'll have 2025 done. I mean 2024 done. You need to work on this stuff during the holidays though, because after the holidays you've had enough. And I noticed there is an awful lot of holiday candy making and recipes and journaling and movies, and let me tell you, by the time the 25th gets here, we're going to be Christmased out. We're going to be Christmased out by the time the 25th gets here. All right, let's go back to this page. And let's go ahead and, I think I'm going to trim it off right there. I'm just going to cut it by hand. Let's see. I want to cut it where that house ends, right there. Because it needs to fit on my page. And then I'll put a verse up above there. So it kind of goes with the Thanksgiving. This was the Thanksgiving 2024 page. Really, the holidays for me start with Halloween. That's kind of what this is, Halloween and Thanksgiving. And then I go into the December daily. And then I do the Epiphany. That's kind of how I handle my holiday journals. I don't know if I did that on that other one I'm working on. I don't think I put any Halloween in there. I might have to get some Halloween in there. Where's that paintbrush? Where did I throw that? Let's kind of spread this out a little. Meri, you glue like a kindergartner. Yeah, it's starting to curl on me. Let's do it this way. I got all this bulk on this page. I think that'll do it for now. Let's put a verse on there. Enjoy the special times with your loved ones. That really does fit on there. Yeah. Hold on. It's really kind of hard to glue in here with the bulky stuff on the back of it, but I like that. That really does fit for me. So this is the front. Friends are the best part of Christmas. I covered it with some Christmas fabric. Got some Christmas plaid, and there's Christmas fabric there. And this is Thanksgiving and Halloween. This is December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I might come in and make some lines around these. 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 and 13, 14, 15. I could use a verse up there. 16, 17, that's page 15. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, I'm happy with those now. 22, 23, 24, and 25. That one needs a verse. A little verse. Do I have any little verses left? Got scraps. Got a 5. There's a sleigh. I like that. The templates piece. There's some little verses. Well, I just don't have enough room. I think that was a 7 for some reason. Tim Holtz. This one I want to put in that other journal. We've got that one. Got pine cone. Boy, this stuff is not wanting to cooperate with me. Oh, we got a little girl. Tag. Another wreath and Tim Holtz stuff. All right. And over here, I just have cards. So, what do I want to put there? This is come off of that. No, I don't like that there. Maybe just a better one than that. Maybe just a die cut there. I like that. This is a Happy Birthday Jesus card on the 24th. And I'm going to write Happy Birthday Jesus there. And where's that pen? An acrylic marker. It doesn't soak through. I like that. That was kind of, I wanted to do a happy birthday Jesus card, and I thought this just happened to fall on the 24th as I was putting it in. I wasn't even thinking about it, and I got it done anyway. Now I was going to put that pine cone up here on there. I think I like that. Oh, I have this one. I think I like that, so. That migraine is coming back. Vale had a migraine tonight. I'm getting a migraine again. I don't think I did sleep this today though. I went back to bed this morning. But for some reason, I'm getting a migraine. It's 9:51. I think I'll get this done right at 10 and I'm leaving. Here's that little snowflake that I put in there. And I'm not going to do anything to these two. I think these are napkins. These were the napkins, I think. Well, this one was from our Christmas dinner. This one, I think, was just sent to me. 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2. Now I can put some cards in here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to put cards. And I kept I'd like to put this little girl someplace. Where do I want to put her? That's a possibility. That's on the 8th. Could put her up here with this one. Nutcrackers. I kind of like her there. 18th. 8th and 18th. I think I like her here. She fills in this space. She belongs there. That's where she's going. We'll have 2024 done. 1 year late, but all right, I think I'm ready to put the cards in now. And I picked out the joy, and I picked out these birds, which are too big, but if I cut it off down here, but I have some blank spot pages down here that might go better on. No. The problem with these is that they're horizontal. This one might fit on there if I trim it. same as that. This one's so pretty. I might put this at the back too. Might as well use them. I'll put this one here with that, and it opens up. Put those two back at the back 2 pages. Here and here. And I think that was on 3 and 4 here. I think I'll put, you know, I could split this here and put half here and half over here. I don't know if I like that. Got the wolves. Peace on Earth. This one, oh, here I have these houses. They'll fit on here. I can cut this one down. This one might look better over here. I think I'll just leave it as a flip. Yeah. And this one I'm gonna cut down. All right, hold on. Let's get some of these off my desk. Put them up here for now. And I can see a border there to cut. Right here. I had so much I wanted to do tonight, but I guess if you get one thing done and get it finished, that's an accomplishment, and I should be happy with that. Yeah, this will fit in here. Smooth that out a little. And when you work with bulky stuff, like I've got bulk over on this side, it does affect your other pages, but if you're patient. All right, now this one, I don't want to cut down, and I don't really want it to cover up I don't want to glue it over my nutcracker border down here. So I'm just going to make it a flip. And so I'm going to score it. I think I'll score it on that line. If I can find my ruler again. Little scissors. I didn't get to work in I wanted to finish that recipe card with the gingerbread ornaments. Well, it kind of lines up with that, doesn't it? That's good. And we're going to glue this. Now, I have a couple of verses. May we always hold in our hearts God's amazing gift, Christmas love to you. Where do I want to put that? Fits better over here. I'm really kind of sloppy with this glue, but it is working. I need to clean the tip again. Let's see. How about putting a poinsettia or something over here? It's really too big. Well, how about this? Yeah, that'll work. These actually came in the 2025 Tim Holtz pack of Christmas die cuts with his. He has a Christmas die cut package, and I answered a survey on the internet, and they gave me enough money to go shopping at Ranger.com, and I bought some Christmas, Tim Holtz Christmas 2025 die cuts. I kind of like that. So now, I've got 8 and 9. Did I plan something for those? Let's go over to this and put these in. This one I'm going to leave flip and open. And I'm just going to put it up there. And this one, I think I'm going to trim it, just my way of trim it down here at the bottom. That one there because I don't have numbers on these pages. And I'm just going to put them in there. I'm trying to fill up these pages as much as I can. I had some extra pages at the back. I don't think I really need to smash this fine art glitter glue down. It kind of smashes down itself. But I'm going to. I'm going to put this one right in here. It just fits. And then this one is going to go over here. I don't know what I'll do there. Might have to come back to a couple of these pages. I've got these. I don't really like them. I might have to come back. I think I got some pages up here too that Well, let's see. Let me go through this again. So this is the front. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a 5, 6. These are the only two I have left besides the back one, which I think I'm going to journal on. Because I can, because it won't, if I write on this and it soaks through, it won't soak through to this. So maybe I just need to find something for these. I was thinking I'd have to cut it. Let's start by trimming off the blue border. I hate to cut that train. The thing I could do is I could put part here and the train over here, but it would only be I don't like it. And if I put it won't even work that way. Okay, let's see, go through here and see what I have. I've got these, which I almost like better. If I cut this, I'm gonna cut this one. If I cut this, no. I've got a verse, I've got some papers, got some die cuts, some verses, piece of gold paper, got a Merry Christmas, some die cuts, some die cuts. This just might end up being a scrap page. Of remnants. Got a tag. I got the number 5. And I got some scraps. I'm going to throw this one away. So that's what I have left, besides these 2 cards that I'm not going to put on there. I don't like them there. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me throw these scraps away. I have a couple cards up here. Are these the ones that I didn't use? I've got the polar bear. 'Tis the season. The joy doesn't fit. I don't like these because I have to cut them down. I'll use them someplace else. I do have this one. I could cut that down pretty easy. And I have that one. I got the wolf. What I did with the package these came in. Put them up there for now. Okay. I'm thinking, let me get all these off. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. If I split it there, and I could put something in there. I'm going to cut it. We'll let these two people go to church. See, I kind of like that in there. And then put this one over here. I'm liking that. And then I could put die cuts around here. This is not even here. I think I'm going to trim this just a teeny bit. Put that right in there. Put this one right in here. I'm liking that. I want to get this done. You know, it's got pretty on the other side. I hate using it, but I'm not gonna, at this point, I'm not gonna try to save it. And we'll put this one right here. I like that. They kind of, yeah, I can live with this because I want to get it done. I got a beautiful church on this side. See if I can't get some of that glue off of my stick here. Now I can go in with my die cuts. Or my verse. Let's get the cards off. enjoy this special time with your loved ones. I kind of like that there. This has a number 2 someplace. I'm looking for my... I think I'm going to use that. That right in there. And I think I have every page filled except for the one I'm going to journal on. And I'm not going to journal on it tonight because I'm getting tired and it's 10:18. I wanted to quit at 10, but I also wanted to get this done. I never quit when I say I'm going to quit. Put it that way. I like that. So, I have these things left. Let me, thought I had a towel here. And I don't, but I can use this paper to clean off the... So I did not get to my ornaments, but it's getting late. I'll have to work on those Sunday night, I guess. I still want to work in my December daily. Alright, so this is all. Let's put that in the water. Time goes fast. Put this in the water. So these are all things that are left. I want that. I think I do. Let's put the little pieces in there that I have floating around here. Got a lottery ticket. Harry, do you play the lottery? Not very often, but I do play it. Look, I've got some numbers here. I'm gonna keep those out. Tape measure. We're just gonna stick these in this little plastic for now, because I want to get it all in a spot here. And these two. And these are scraps. I'll tell you, Angie's bowls get filled up pretty fast. Oh, look, I got another little one. We'll find a spot for him. Scraps, scraps, ruler. I know these little scraps get all caught up in here. It's a spine. I don't think this will write anymore. I'm gonna toss it. It's old. It was old when I quit using it. I'm gonna keep this spine. I'm gonna throw that. Alrighty. And here's here's the little plastic roller I was looking for to roll out my gingerbread dough. I got this from Debbie Epps. I bought her pasta maker machine for, I haven't had a chance to use it. I don't think I want to use that. Gingerbread dough is kind of sticky for that. Alright, I'm going to throw all the little tiny scraps away here. Give me a minute. Alright, I think this book is done, except for the very last page. And I did not journal in the front, so I'm going to journal on this page, but I'm not going to do it tonight. Oh, I got another card there. And I might find a spot for these little things here. It's a Tim Holtz tape measure 21 through 31 and a little die cut boy and a little piece of fabric. So this is my 2024, and he is bulking out now, but not too bad. What's bulking out is this. That's what's causing the bulk. And if I mess with it too much, I've messed with it too much. Yeah, that's what's causing the bulk. Find a bobby pin. Never have them when I want them. Let's try some of these others here. I hope you and your brother have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Happy day, Lucia. Happy I'm not sure what that word is. I want to say day. This is a paper clip that goes that way. And then I've got another little Thanksgiving pocket. I'm thinking that if I clip this up higher, that it will take away from some of the bulk of the book. Let's put that in there. Let's clip. Let's clip this over here. Put the bulk of it on the edges. So the edges where the book, see, it lays a lot flatter. It's still alligators, but not quite as bad. So let's put this down here. Only I'm going to put it the other way. The bulk is in there. Put that there. And these bobby pins are not decorated. Oh well. And then I still have this piece, which is really pretty. And I did put one of my tatted bobby pins on it. Where am I going to put that? Down here. There. That helps a little. And I think I'm going to snitch some of this I was going to use on this year's journal. Let me grab it, because I've got plenty. And tie it. I'll have to come back to it, and I might have a longer one than this. I'll do it. If you're going to do it right. Hold on. I also have, let me reach over here. Oh, I don't know. I think I got this from Lori. Could have gotten it from Rebecca. Let me grab it without everything falling. I think this came from Lori Paint Girly. Might have came from Rebecca. If you want something, they say. There's some red here. This might be what I want. There's another pinkish one. And it's tied. I don't know if I can get it off without unclipping everything. See, it's clipped to hang. But I'll have to undo everything to get it. It's a snippet roll thing, but I want the whole thing. I want the whole thing. And I can't get it out. Let's see what else I have here. I have another one somewhere. Here. This one is from Rebecca. This one's from Rebecca. Oh, I could clip this on here somewhere. I might redo this. I like the idea of it being a snippet roll, but I might want the whole darn thing. Redo it so with a rubber band there. So I could just take the rubber band off. I have to figure out how I want to put this on my, hang it here. There. Hold the phone. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I know I got this from Rebecca. It's a fall one, but it does have a red and a gold. And I can pull it out. It's got red. It's got a gold. It's got a green. Oh, where's the gold? Here's the gold. What's this? This is pretty. Let's pull this one. And this one. And a green one. Do we want to stop there? Or do we want a fancy feathery white one? Yeah, I think I'll stop. I'll tell you, I'm a sucker at sales, but I eventually find a use for these things that I'd buy. Oh, I got it caught on the... Let me put this up above, at least for now. And for right now, I'm not going to worry about knotting it or anything like that. I'm just going to tie it. Hold them together and tie it around. But eventually, I think I'll figure out how to keep it all together in one. But for right now, I'm just going to hold it here, maybe like that, and go. I guess around once will be enough. And wouldn't it be pretty to put some Christmas dangle on here? I got some Rebecca dangle here. Look, right here. The Rebecca dangle. She makes these. I don't know what I paid for it. $3.50. But it's entirely worth it. Let's tie this in a bow for right now, or maybe just in I don't know if I tie it this way. I think a bow might be easier to undo. Maybe, maybe not. And then put a Rebecca dangle on here. It's got a bulb pin on it. I'm going to take the price tag off. Be pretty to have it hanging. It'd be pretty to, thinking about how I want these to be tied together, take a gold thread and just wrap around it, and you know, just kind of wrap the as it's on one big long piece, and take that gold thread and just kind of wrap around it that way, and then maybe put my dangle. Well, it would have to be, I think I would want it off to the side, maybe over this way. But for right now, let's let this fall down. And here, like this, for my thumbnail. That goes in there too. Come on. So it looks something like a bow. And let's put the dangle where it shows. Just kind of set it there, and this will be my thumbnail. And this is my 2024 December daily. And I'm sorry if it's not, if I'm out of frame. My camera is weird. So let me get out my phone here and refresh my chat. and come out and say it. I'm way past time. I wanted to leave at 10:30. It's already 10:36. Hi, Christina. Scrap and Stitchery, welcome in, welcome in. And I'm sorry I get into what I'm doing, and I really have to stop and break before I check chat. So if you come in here and I don't acknowledge you or don't say hello to you, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that I'm so focused on what I'm doing. But welcome in. I'm glad that you joined us. Hi, Kitty Jen. Welcome in, Jen. You like what I've done with the pages? Thank you. I just wanted to fill everything. Good night, Brenda. Brenda says hello and good night. Oh, dear. Kitty Jen says, hi, hi, hi. Christina says, migraines are terrible. It might be the changing weather. At least it's changed and gotten a little colder recently where I'm at. Yeah, well, I don't get migraines very often. But, man, when I get them, I do get them. And I know Janet Baum used to get a lot of them, and she probably still does. And I always would sympathize with her. But I've got a mild one. It's not a pounding migraine, but I think I could go in there and take some Tylenol and go to sleep and sleep for 10 hours. All these different pieces look good together. Thank you, Christina, and welcome in. And this is where Sylvia dropped the $2 super chat. Bless her heart. She's always doing that. Bless her heart. And I think I'm caught up with chat. So I want to thank you guys for sticking with me on a Friday night. I know there's a lot of places you could be other than at the Meri Atelier, but thank you for coming in and spending some time Friday night with me. I have so much I want to do. I wanted to show you the tatting and that, but I'm just going to wait till Sunday night. I will be back on Sunday night at 6 p.m. So, have a great weekend, everybody. Go celebrate the season. Go celebrate the season. Even if you do it quietly, a quiet celebration. All right. Bye.